It is a pretty watch, I'll tell you that. It's got heart rate monitor, which I just ran down to the laundry room to do some laundry, so it's probably a little higher than what it should be at 72 or 68. Let's see what it comes up. 105. And there are some sensors on the back. I'll show you those before the video is over. And it's pretty slick. And you can actually slide through some of the different things. Shows how much power is left. If you really get into a crunch, you need to reserve some power, and it'll only show time. You can hit that button, it'll conserve. And I've been wearing this since about 11:30 this morning, as soon as it got out of the UPS depot. So it's been running constantly nonstop, and it's supposed to have all day battery life. It's about 8 o'clock now, and in fact, let's check, almost 8 o'clock. And um, yeah, they say 18 hours. I think it depends on what you're doing. I've been using a lot of the apps just to play with it. So this shows some of the exercise goals that I have and what the temperature is, some stocks. What was this one? Oh, maps. You can have world clocks in there. Still trying to get used to how things slide around here. And like here's even caloric intake and stuff like that. Some different apps you can use to track uh, whether it's weight loss goals or you name it. So some of these third-party apps, I think Apple's probably going to have to vet some of these and just make sure that some of the performance is improved, especially something like, let me pull up another app here. So I enjoy golfing too. One of the apps is called Golf Shot. And this is pretty cool because it'll hook into your phone and actually use the GPS of how far your next shot is to the green or that scenario. So that's kind of neat. That one took a little bit longer than normal to start up. You can actually launch the camera app and view your camera from your watch, which is kind of neat. I won't do that; it'll interrupt the video we're recording now. Email, music. Um, Calendar, you name it. So it's got some neat functions and features. Actually, pushing that song actually started the phone. So cut the video out. But you know, there's your standard alarm clocks. Um, don't have your alarm set, and you can actually use Siri. Hey Siri, what's the weather today? So that's kind of neat. And she'll do other queries like directions and maps. Um, all kinds of different scenarios. You can sync your photos here if you really want to. Um, you know, whatever. It's kind of neat. The digital crown, you can actually zoom in and zoom out. So that's pretty slick. The screen is really beautiful. It's got a really pretty screen. What else here? I don't know if you're going to do Amazon shopping on here or read the USA Today, but even checking email, it's kind of helpful. If you want to, here's a junk mail, trash it. Facebook, I don't do that, trash it. So it's got some neat things. Um, I think it's kind of the third party apps or what's going to really sort of make or break this device. So the built-in ones though are great. So it's got some pretty neat stuff. The watch is pretty. This one I actually almost purchased until the very last second. I almost purchased the Sport Edition, um, which is a different type of glass. I think they call it the Ion X glass, and the side is made out of aluminum. This one's actually made out of stainless steel, and the top, they've actually taken a drill bit to this, and it hasn't scratched the surface at all. So it's got a really pretty surface, a really nice screen too. So it's a real pretty phone, and or a real pretty watch, I should say. It's almost like you're looking at a phone sometimes. The screen is pretty good. You know, it's got contacts in here. You can actually you know, view your actually text message a contact or something like that. So I won't do that. It'll show some phone numbers, which you probably don't want. But really kind of a neat device. You can leave your phone in your pocket or wherever it's at. In fact, you can find your phone if you really need to. Let's go back here, and we can, if we want to find our phone, we can hit this little button and it'll ping. And just another quick continuation on this. One of the concerns that a lot of people have is the back, and even Apple has some information on these sensors on the back. It's actually for detecting your heart rate and some other activities for when you're exercising in that type of scenario. But there might there might be some water that gets in there. I don't think you have to be really concerned about that, due to the fact that and there's actually a guy in Australia, as soon as he got his watch, he jumped in the pool with it, in the shower. So I don't know if it's IPX7 rated, but he did go swimming in at least 5 foot of water for an extended period of time, and it came out, and he was still able to work the screen. So this is asking me for a password due to the fact that, and I'll just cover that up why I enter it in here. Just because I don't have a, it knows it's not on my hand. So it, just like your phone has a password, this watch has a password too, because of course you can link your credit card to it. And so that's kind of neat. You can just flick your, just show your watch right to the terminal at a drugstore or grocery store or wherever Apple Pay's taken, and that's pretty convenient. You know, I'm in the middle of doing some laundry downstairs, so let me set a timer. You can actually go the classic way and use the digital crown to actually set a timer this way. Let's do it via Siri. Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes. So you can go ahead and go about your business, and when you come back, it knows the watch is still counting down, and it'll actually vibrate and set off an alarm. So that's another cool, handy feature that I need to set a timer real quick. You know, one thing I didn't see on here was a calculator, of course, and let's put it back on the wrist. That might be a little bit easier. This has got the Sport Band, which is I kind of went back and forth on it, but I figured there's going to be some Chinese knockoffs that are going to be relatively cheap, so you can pretty much be guaranteed that that's going to happen. I didn't want to spend $150 for a classic buckle type of wristband or watch band. But this one, the clasp on the back, I've been wearing it all day. I've been doing a whole bunch of different, at least activities, and it seems like it's going to hold pretty well, even if for some sporting activities. So let's put in the password here again. And I didn't notice a calculator on here, which that's, you know, the old days of the calculator watch. That seemed relatively handy to be able just to crunch a quick number or a tip if you're in a restaurant or something like that. Please, people, don't make stupid tip apps. If you can't calculate a tip from your head or from a quick calculator, don't write an app. Those are the dumbest things out there. That and flashlight apps. I don't know why people downloaded and purchased those, but for the iPhone. But maybe that's a quick app I can write for this, is to write a quick calculator app. Just you know, just if you're crunching really large numbers and some odd fractions or something like that, it's always kind of helpful to have. So that's it. Just a quick kind of intro to the Apple Watch. Didn't think I would want one, And you know, you could take it on eBay and sell it for $12 or $1,300, which some people have done, which is like a 400 or 500% markup. But this is a real pretty watch. I'm definitely keeping that. So